Good day and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Meanwhile, I'm still introducing you guys to this video. So this video, guys, will be focusing on how to register or create my Nsfas account and how to apply for Nsfas. So in order for you to apply for Nsfas, you need to create my Nsfas account first. Is either create or we can say register. Yeah? So let's start with registering because of it is the first part. Yeah? Then we will move to how to apply for Nsfas. So let's start. So guys, as you can see, I have already opened my browser app. So you can use any browser app that you have. It's either Chrome or Opera Mini. As long as it is a browser app, it's still fine. So one thing that I can tell you guys, this is a tip, né? Is that when you are applying for Nsfas or you're using Nsfas link, know that it's going to be free if you're using MTN or Vodacom. It is free, but I highly recommend MTN because of on my side when I'm using Vodacom, I kind of like face some difficulties, né? But with MTN, like everything goes well, né? So if you have data, né, you can just search Nsfas application and then it's going to show you something like this. But if you do not have data, né, you should just type www.nsfas, as you can see here above the red dot.org.za. Even if you're using data, it's going to be short for you. It's not going to be a long way or a long time. So it's going to be simple, straight and forward. Yeah? And then we move to the next one. You just press it. So after searching or entering that link, is going to show you this. So what you have to do, look at where this red dot is going. You see here, you will see my Nsfas always on the right side at the corner. Then you press my Nsfas. So you are going to see this now. So here you just only scroll down, and then after scrolling down until you see this, you're going to see this now. So as you can see, look where the red dot is at. There's sign in, there's register. So obviously you do not have all the necessities to sign in. So we have to register first. Like I said, we have to create my Nsfas account first before we can sign in. Ne? So let's start with registering or register. So after pressing register, ne, automatically it's going to show you this. Please ensure that you have a valid copy of your ID or unbridged birth certificate. Yeah. So when you are registering, the only document that they are going to request is that your ID copy, like copy of your ID, mean to say copy of your ID. Yeah? At the end, we are going to upload it. That's what they need. So you need to have a copy of your ID in PDF form. In PDF form. So let's start. Now we are registering. Ne? So after pressing close, you're going to see this thing. Ne? I understand and accept what that thing you read alone. Ne? I allow Nsfas to verify and validate the information I have provided with third parties. Then you have to agree to this term and condition. You just only have to press exactly this box above this red dot. So after pressing it, it should show you something like this. So as you can see, I pressed it, and then after pressing it, it showed me a tick. On your side it can be blue, but on my side it's gray. But as long as that box have a tick. And then the next thing is ID number. You just only have to enter your ID number. As you can see right here, I just used a false one, but you're going to enter your real ID number. So after entering your real ID number, so after ID, we move to first names. So first names, guys, you just only have to enter your names the way they appear on your ID. If you have two names, you have to enter two names. If you have one, you have to enter one. Like for myself, I have two names. The first one starts with K, the second one starts with M. So if I was to enter, I was going to start with the one that starts with the K, and then after space, and then start with the, and then write the one that starts with M. Then, so at this side, you just only write your surname. So obviously surname Iwa. There's no two surnames on ID. So there's only one surname. So you just only write your surname. And then the other one is email. So you need to have an email. If you have not yet created an email, you can scroll down. I mean to say, you can go to this video's description, and then you're going to find a link on how to create an email. There's another video of how to create an email for yourself, so you don't have to go to internet cafe to pay more money and what you can just do it at home. As long as you have a smartphone, you can still do it at home. Okay? So you just only have to enter your email address if you have one, and then after entering your email address, you confirm it by re-entering it again here. So they should match. This side should match with this side. Yeah. Okay. After entering your email, it's going to show you this thing, which state that the email address you have provided must be used to sign into your My Nsfas account as it is your username. So which means that the email that you have entered, you're going to use it to sign in into your My Unisa. I'm going to say my Nsfas account. Okay? You're going to use it to sign into my Nsfas account. It is your username, so which means that your username will be your email address. After email, the next one is cell phone number. So as you just have to enter your cell phone number. Okay? But bear in mind that the cell phone number that you will be entering here should be like your daily cell phone number, like the number that you will use it every day. Reason being for me to say that is that if someone hack into your account or maybe change something, Nsfas it's going to send you an SMS to alert you that someone has changed some certain things. It can be a password, it can be a cell phone number, it can be anything. Or if someone hacked your account, you can know they will send you an SMS. Then you are able to reverse that thing back, or that process or application, whatever thing that they have done, you can be able to reverse it back along with the email. Make sure that it is your email, it is not someone's email, it is your email, because of your cell phone number in your email can only help you in most cases whereby you are being hacked, or maybe you forgot your password, or maybe you want to reset something. Yeah? As I have said, it appears also. Please note that the cell phone number you provided will be used for all correspondence with you. So which means that if you have an outstanding document that you did not like, maybe did not submit, or maybe they wish you to resubmit or anything, they will communicate with you through that number you have entered. The next one is password. So most of you are kind of like struggling with this one. But I'll break it down for you now. As you can see, password must be at least 8 characters long, contain a lowercase letter, upper, a number, specific character. So I will just explain these things for you so that you can understand. Okay? So first one, it talks about, or maybe it states that your password should have 8 characters. So which means that your password should have 8 characters long or more. Yeah? So which means that it should have, maybe if it was digits, I was going to say it should have maybe at least digits going up. Yeah? So a password must contain a lower case letter. So guys, you know A, B, C, D until Z, and then you know how to write them down in capital letters and in small letters. So a lowercase letter it simply means that in small letters. So you know how to write A, B, C, D up to Z with small letters. So which means that your password should have at least one or more small letters. So uppercase letter. So uppercase letter, it is a capital letter. So which means that your password should contain one or more capital letters. A number. This one is obvious, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until to infinity. So your password should have at least one number or more. Password must contain a special character. So a special character, most of the time I normally say symbols. Symbols, we can say that brackets, percentage, question marks, exclamation mark, hashtag. Yeah, you can use those things. You can use those things as a special character. Those things are special characters. Yeah? So which means that your password should have a capital letter, small letter, a number, and then symbols inside. So it should be 8 or long. Yeah? I'm going to show you an example. So as you can see here, above this red dot, I just typed a small capital letter Z and then a capital letter Z. Yeah? It is an example. Yeah? So for you to see if like your password is meeting the requirement, these things turn from gray to green. So as you can see, Z is a small capital letter, a lowercase letter is green. The other Z is a capital letter, which means it's uppercase letter, it is green. So the next one, I added 1. Ne? Obviously 1 is a number, ne? So you can see that contain a number. It has turned green. So I added a symbol. Just that it might seem as if it is S, but it's not S. It is that thing that they use to show cash. To show cash. That S that has a line. That cross. Yeah. It cross or does what it has. It is that S that has a line which shows money. In most of the time it kind of like represent money. So as you can see, I used it as a special character. So my special character is green. So my password only have 4 things only. As you can see, it has only a capital letter, small letter, a number, and a special character. So it should be at least 8 characters long. So my characters are only 4, so I have to make them 8. Then as you can see, I added with Y, A, U, S, and then all my characters are 18 or more. As you can see, everything has turned green, so which means that my password is valid. My password is valid. So after entering the password, you just have to re-enter it here in order to confirm it. So create password should be the same as confirm password. You just have to re-enter it here now. So you're good to move to the next one. The next one is uploading your document. So you know that you should, as it states there, your South African ID document, card or birth certificate. So it is a copy, guys. So obviously it's in a PDF form, so you just have to press select a file, and then it's going to automatically take you to my file. Whether you're using a PC or you're using a cell phone, it's going to take you straight there. Then you just select it, and then after selecting it, it's going to appear like this, the name of that thing, just to make sure. Most of the time I kind of like save mine with the name, but if you're renaming it, please make sure that you do not erase the last part, which is .pdf. Then make sure that every name that you're going to be putting is before .pdf. so that the file may not be corrupted and whatnot. As you can see, here is Michael's certificate.pdf, and then after that you hit this one here, which is register, which means that you are finishing creating your my Nsfas. And then after pressing register, is going to take you here. Ne? So I just made things easy. So after that, you just only have to press sign in here, as you see. Then it's going to show you this again. Ne? So when it show you this again, you have to enter the email that you have used to register my Nsfas account. It is your username always. As you can see, username. You still remember I told you that your email is going to be your username, and then password. The password is going to be the one that you created there when you were registering. Yeah? And then after that, you select sign in. So after that, it means that you have signed in into my Nsfas account. So it's going to look like this, just that I shaded some few things for security measures. So for you, here is going to write your name, and then here's, you can see apply, and then here's going to be your email, and then here's going to be your cell phone number. Ne? So to start, you can press here. Let me show you the red dot. You can press here, apply here, as you can see, or maybe you can press this one, apply. Ne? So after pressing it, it's going to show you. Due to security measures, guys, I cannot show you the upper part because it contains of my personal details. Ne? Even for you, it's going to contain of your personal details, your names, ID, cell phone, and what. So I will only show you parts that need you to fulfill. Ne? So as you can see, the first one is street name and number. So for those who are living in townships and suburb areas, obviously it's going to be easy for you guys because of you have those things, name and number. But for those who are living in rural areas, it's going to be difficult for you. So guys, obviously we don't have street names and numbers, so you can just only enter your village name and then your home address, still fine. And then the second one is province, so you just have to select your province. The third one is city, so you just have to select a city that is near you. All cities in that or town in that province are going to appear. Yeah? And then from there you move to postal code. Postal code, those 4 numbers on your address, on your postal address. And then race. Africa is black. Africa is black. So the rest is Indian colored and what. Those ones don't need any explanation. You can see or you can understand. Do you have disability? This one is going to be yes or no. So if you do not have any disability, you will say no. If you have any disability, you will say yes. Then it's going to show you more options. Then you will select which disability you're referring to. Yeah? Are you currently studying at a public university or college? If you are in a university or a public college, you'll say yes. Then there will be some options for that if you say yes. But if you say no, you just only move to what is your highest academic level achieved. So I do believe this one is going to be grade 9, grade mama, yeah, grade 9, grade 12, and what. There are 3 grades, so you just only have to select your grade. Under study details, indicate whether you are applying to study at a university or college. So for this one, you just only have to indicate if you have applied at a college or at a university, or do you wish to study at a university or college. Yeah? And then which university or TVET college is your first choice. So this one, obviously when you are applying, most of you did not apply for one institution, so you apply for many institutions. So which one do you wish to go to, and like the first one, so you just have to search it here. It will appear. Which field is your first choice? So this one, it is all about fields. So every career, it has its own field. Like for example, I can give you about being a lawyer or being an attorney, being a judge, being what can I say, a prosecutor, a paralegal. Those things have a field, and then their field is law. So I do believe that I made myself clear. Where are you applying from? So this one is simple. Home, DY office, and what else. So if you are applying at home, just select home. And then guys, we are at the last point, the last part. So guys, before we can move to the last part, I just want to show you guys this thing. When you choose which field of study is your first choice, all those fields are going to appear. They may differ. Like I said, that if you want to be a lawyer, a prosecutor, a judge, a paralegal, what, obviously you'll fall under law field. But it seems like law field uh, in this part is in different language, or maybe in a different form. So for law, obviously, I can say it's going to be, let's check, justice in society. Reason being for me to say justice in society is because of law is all about bringing justice. Law is all about um it talks about justice in like just talk about justice. There's nothing that talks about the anything about justice in here. So it talks about justice. It's all about protecting the law. It's all about protecting people. It's all about making sure that we are living in peace and harmony. Ne? So for law, obviously you're going to choose justice in society. So for you, you should check which one here is related to the course that you have applied for. Ne? So now we are at the last point, upload document. So when it comes to upload documents, if it's the first time for you applying and for Nsfas, they're only going to request you to upload your South African ID copy or card or birth certificate. Ne? But if it is not the first time applying for Nsfas, they are going to request you to upload the document that you once applied. Like for example, if you once applied last year, ne? Obviously those who were applying last year, they needed them to upload their ID copies and then also their parents' ID copies. Ne? Because of the way, even asking, are you independent or dependent? When you say dependent, they request you to state only parent. Most of you would say mother, and then if you choose mother, which means that you at the end you should I mean to say at the end you should upload your mother's ID. So it's going to differ, guys. It's going to differ. Even the questions are going to differ a little bit. Some of you are going to be asked this question: are you dependent or independent? Once you see are you dependent or independent, obviously you know that at the end you are going to see a next box which is going to show you that where to upload your parents or guardian's ID copy and yours. Ne? So here, just like we did on how to create an Nsfas account, you just press select file, and then after selecting file, obviously as you can see, I selected my file. I was applying for someone, Mtubelo. I hope that I pronounced it very well. And then after selecting a file in this form, you just press this upload document, and after pressing upload document, it's going to make a circle showing as if it is loading, and then after that it's going to be like this. And then when it's like this, I'll show you the next move, but I want to explain something first. When you are scanning your document, or maybe you're converting your document into a PDF, then make sure that it should not exceed 7 megabytes. you should be less than 7 megabyte, which means that if your file is more than 7 megabyte, you will not be able to upload it, or you will not be able to use it. It will not be accepted. Ne? So after pressing upload document, you just press these two boxes, and then after pressing these two boxes, you press submit your application. So after pressing submit your application, it's going to show you a box stating you what. It's going to contain your reference number, and then they are also going to send you an SMS. Yeah, they're also going to send you an SMS. I don't know about the email, but I'm 100% sure that they're going to send you an SMS telling you that you have registered for Nsfas, and then that SMS is going to contain your reference number. So what you have to do, you just have to keep it safe. Don't show it to anyone, and then also please make sure that you keep your ID safe, out of reach of any person, because of they might hack your account. And then also you do not allow anyone to take away your cell phones and whatever, because of they might even hack into your account. Yeah, those are the security measures that you do. So guys, thank you for watching. So if you still have any question, you can go to my Facebook page. Obviously I will post this link, and then you will be able to comment. If you still need clarity on something, then I'll be able to assist you. If you need me to apply for on your behalf, I'm willing to do it for free. If you need me to guide you, or maybe have any related questions, I will try to answer. But bear in mind that I'm not an Nsfas employee, so I will not have all answers, but I will try to answer you where I can. Yeah, all the best.